Hello, my Aquarian friends. This is Karen with KarmicOneTarot, here to do your October 2019 general reading. Please remember, general readings are just that, meant for many. So check your moon and also rising signs for any additional messages. Never know what you're going to hear here. So this is the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. Let's see what it has to say for our Aquarian friends. What's the one card my Aquarian friends need to see for October 2019? October for Aquarians. What do they need to see, please? October, there we go. Thank you. We just get into the right one. All right, Lord Ganesh, I love it. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Ganesha, I have a number of Ganeshas around my house. He is the remover of obstacles, as he said. Let's see. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So pay attention. Pay attention to the synchronicities that you see. There may be more and more coming in for you that you weren't aware of before. What's happening here for our Aquarian friends? October of 2019. What's happening for the Aquarians of this world? What do the Aquarians need to see? What do they need to know for October? How do they survive, get through, and prosper in October? We have, let's see, the Eight of Swords and the Three of Rods. So there might be something that is holding you back a little bit, something that you may have some doubts about. Generally, the Eight of Swords are your own restrictions, though. They are you keeping yourself from your future. You know, I think you can see your future coming in. It's right there in front of you, but you won't take the blindfold off. What is it that you are afraid of, my Aquarian friends? The Three of Rods is your ships coming in. They're in the harbor. It's just a question of when they can dock and unload. Tell me what my Aquarians need to see for October 2019. We have two here. The Page of Rods and the King of Swords. So not only a new direction, but a final decision as well, my Aquarian friends. What's happening for my Aquarian friends? October 2019. October 2019, Aquarius. What's happening for my Aquarian friends? October of 2019. I need 4 cards, please. 4 more cards for my Aquarian friends. Is that 4? That's 3. Well, the Six of Rods is that success or public recognition coming in. I think perhaps you might have a new romance on the horizon, or perhaps it's just being satisfied and content with where you are and your new beginning. Where you are in your new beginning. Because rest assured, that comes in after our final decision. All right, one more card here for our Aquarian friends, and we'll get started. Thank you. And the Queen of Rods. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this is absolutely you, my Aquarian friends, making these decisions, taking these actions, really falling in love with your new beginning. It's going to be successful. It really will be. And the Six of Swords. You are essentially moving on to smoother waters, to a kinder, gentler future. Moving on, leaving what does not serve you behind. And I've got the Eight of Swords here. So again, these are your restrictions, your own self-imposed restrictions that you have here. If you choose to, you can open these swords and escape from whatever these restrictions are. Really, these are your thoughts keeping you trapped, keeping you, your limiting beliefs keeping you stuck. I'm going to put that back. We already have the Eight of Swords out. Let's see if it wants to show up somewhere else. Give us some more clarity here on this reading. Tell me why. What should we look at here? What is in the future? What are we afraid of here? What's the Eight of Swords here for? What is it that we are afraid of, my Aquarian friends? What is it you are holding yourself back from? Doubting. The Tower. In perpetual fear of the unknown. Well, you may have good reason. I'm not sure what the Tower is for you. The Tower could have already happened, and now you're in fear. The Ten of Cups. Well, this is rapidly turning into an emotional situation. Are you trapped? Did you have an unexpected love come in? And now it's a new beginning, but you've got to go public with it. First of all, you've got to decide that it is for your future, it is your direction that you want to take, or are you moving on? I think you're afraid of the happiness. The Ten of Cups is contentment. The Ten of Cups is joy and happiness. There's unexpected with the Tower, something fresh coming in. Maybe there's a new child coming in that's unexpected. And that's going to lead you to a new beginning to focus on. Okay, thank you. The Page of Swords. It's news that comes in quickly, news that gives you anxiety too. News that's going to put you at a crossroads. The nurturer, the stability, and you're weighing back and forth how to do this. The Page of Swords, there he is again. The Page of Swords is that difficult conversation. It's sometimes painful to have, sometimes painful to initiate, but it's also about investigating everything you hear. You may not have everything that you feel you need right now to do this, to do something with that. Hold on, I have to change one setting. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. All right, there we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thanks for indulging me. All right, so it drives me crazy when my screen isn't right and I had it right. It just, anyway. So this involves your home. We've got the 3 and the 4 of Wands, my Aquarian friends. The 4 of Wands is that happy home, happy life card. So your stability, your foundation, you're looking at your future. And there may be some difficult conversations that need to be had about this. There may be some self-sabotage going on here. What are you holding yourself back from? Something unexpected has happened. The Tower is a Scorpio energy, so make sure, that, and so is the Judgment card, by the way, Scorpio energy. There may be a Scorpio involved. There might also be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius involved, but I think this is you really in control of your life and your happiness for your future. Tell me why the 3 of Rods is here, please, for our Aquarian friends. The 3 of Rods, thank you. I love it. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there we go with the Scorpios again. And the Sun. So fire sign Leo. Really what this is a very loving and generous, kind energy towards your home life. I think that there are some difficult conversations maybe that need to have a little bit more scrutiny, a little more investigation. But overall, the conversations are going to bring you to a place of stability so that you can bring in this peace. And believe me, you will have it with the Sun card. It'll be a beautiful situation for you, my Aquarian friends. Which direction are you going, though? Page of Rods. Where is the Page of Rods taking you? Taking you towards your new beginning is what it's taking you to. Taking you towards the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, is a very grounded energy, a very stable energy. Queen of Pentacles right here. She is someone that is very nurturing, very giving and loving, and sometimes she doesn't take care of herself. So you want to make sure that not only taking care of the people around you, you take care of yourself as well. The Page of Rods is a different direction, so you might need some self-care to achieve this new direction, to put you on the right path. Self-care. What do we have here? That's quite a lot. I'm going to put these back. We don't have any of these out on the table. I am going to shuffle them in and see what comes out again. The Page of Rods. Is there anything else that we need to know about the Page of Rods? Thank you. The Ten of Pentacles. You are moving in the direction of abundance. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. I love it. Obstacles are being removed. So whatever these conversations are, whatever the Tower means to you, whatever these restrictions that you have placed on yourself, the limiting beliefs, the doubts, the questions, the fears, all of that, I think those are going to be taken away from you in a great way by these conversations that you have. The conversations with the Page of Swords involve an element of truth. Sometimes they need to be investigated a little bit more and fully fleshed out, but sometimes, they are just a little bit harsh too. So make sure that you take everything that you hear with a grain of salt, weigh it out, investigate it if you need to, shine the sunlight on it, and decide if it's the right move for you and your home. This is a loving home energy, and it's blessed by the sun. So now we have the nurturing, the Page of Rods. You're taking this in a much more nurturing direction, much more stable, much more grounded relationship situation. The Ten of Pentacles is family. It could be a group of people that come together for their collective abundance and security. So maybe it's people that you work with. I really think it's family. What are we doing with family? Death card. Well, Scorpio energy yet again. That's the third reference to Scorpio. So you want to make sure that whatever is happening, very rarely is the Death card an actual death. But it is a transition. It is an ending. It is some sort of next step leading you to the new beginning. So when something dies, it gives the opportunity for the rising up out of the ashes, hearing your, hearing your calling. So what is the calling? The Death card is a total transition. It's like a 180-degree change. You are going to get messages that change your direction very swiftly. They cause you to make this decision to go more public with whatever this is that you love and the new beginning that you are focused on moving forward. The obstacles are gone. You now have infinite abundance. Six of Swords. Six of Swords to move on. Exactly. That's the same card. So tell me, sixes are very prevalent here. So I don't know, maybe 6 weeks, 6 days would be a little short, but you never know. I am recording these on the 23rd of September. Happy equinox. What's the Queen of Rods focused on? Thank you. What is the Queen of Rods focused on here? What is the Queen of Rods focused on? I think she's focused on moving on. She's got a very keen eye, and she is laser focused. She does not, she doesn't let anything get in her way. She's focused on justice. She's focused on balancing things out, making it right, making it, and moving. Maybe actual travel over water, perhaps. The Chariot card could be a card of actual movement. Moving house could be as simple as your car. The Chariot is, after all, a vehicle. But honestly, I think it's moving forward, moving on, and taking control of your thought process as well. The Chariot is a victory, and it's also mind control. So this is about controlling these opposing thoughts, the black and white here, and making them run on the same course together. It's not an easy thing to do. It's mind control. That's also the sign of Cancer, that particular card. And we have Justice, the card of Libra, which, by the way, today is the first day of Libra, September 23rd. What? Thank you. And the Queen of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Again, there you are. So the King wasn't enough. We had to bring in the Queen as backup. I think the Queen reaches a threshold where she says, you know what? Yeah, we're not having that anymore. She doesn't suffer fools lightly. She just doesn't like the drama. She's very analytical. She's very, not cold, but very even. All right, justice. She deals with things fairly justly and swiftly. The King of Swords, on the other hand, is a very analytical thinker as well, but he is strictly head over heart. He's going to do that old Ben Franklin pros and cons, decide which one is the longer list, and then go from there. That's his decision. That's how he makes his decisions. It's not based in emotion, and we have a ton of emotion here on the table. What is the King of Swords here for, please? The King of Swords for our Aquarian friends. The King of Swords, please. Why is he here? What do we have? We have the Devil, Capricorn, and we have the High Priestess. Ooh, making plans in private. Now, the King of Swords, again, is that decision maker, very analytical. So you may be going over all of your responsibilities, all of your obligations, all of the things that you need to take care of, And, you know, maybe you get fed up with everything that is on your plate and you decide to clear the decks with the Death card here. Or maybe the universe does it for you, because remember, major arcana are divine timing coming into play. The devil is your restrictions. The devil is your, could be your temptations even. So perhaps you were being tempted by a new love. That's certainly something to consider. If so, it's going to mean moving on from your present situation. Go about this very calmly if that's the case. Queen of Cups has a poker face. She really does not tell everybody what she's doing. She doesn't show her emotions. So I've also got the High Priestess here with the King of Swords. The High Priestess is operating under a cloak of mystery, a little bit of secrecy, making plans maybe behind the scenes, not telling everybody what you're doing. Again, that private energy of the Queen of Cups here as well. Very intuitive, as is the Queen of Cups. Very sensitive and very knowing. All right. She gets an inkling. If you get an inkling, I'm going to tell you to follow it, because it is most likely true. Most likely what it is you need to know. Now, the High Priestess is also a card of higher learning. So if you need to get another degree, if you need to get another designation or certificate for whatever it is you are doing to help you move on, by all means do that, but do it privately. This is going to help you release your obligations. That's what the King of Swords is doing. He's cutting your obligations, cutting you free of this, and in a very public way. What is the Six of Rods here for, please, for my Aquarian friends? The Six of Rods, public recognition, success, someone saying, hey, congratulations, or maybe, you know, I never thought you would do that. I can't believe you actually said it or did it or won it or won it. Listen to that, Freudian slip. Wow. Six of Rods, the Lover. So you have a partnership perhaps coming in that is filled with love and a very loving energy. Maybe it comes in unexpectedly and you need to have those hard conversations to decide which way it's going to go. But overall, you know, this is about nurturing your family unit, perhaps nurturing your abundance, nurturing your new direction with the Page of Rods. You're taking things in a little different direction. I don't think it's a total departure from what you've done, but it is a new direction. So it might just be a subtle change that now has no obstacles in front of it, because you did swerve the path just a little bit. The Lovers is a card of Gemini. So, you know, there may be a Gemini involved. The Lovers is usually known as the choice, but it can also be a partnership. It can be a life-impacting choice within a partnership. And I would say to you that you're going to need your strength here for that. That's the card of Leo. You're going to need your subtlety as well, because the Strength card isn't about, you know, playing whack-a-mole and beating things over the head with a big stick. It's about training with kindness and bringing things about, whatever it is that your objective is, bringing it about with kindness, with subtlety, finesse, suave. Temperance. You're going to find the balance in this. You will find your balance. Actually, I think this partnership is bringing back your balance. Temperance, Sagittarius card, healing and finding your emotional balance. It's a blending of emotions here. The King of Wands. Now I have the Queen over here. So the King of Wands is now in charge of that. So not only are you focused on moving and justice and dealing it out swiftly and firmly, but now you're focused on which way you can go. Take action. Put the plan in action. There's been enough lack. There's been a lack of planning, it seems like. Tell me why the Judgment card is here. Thank you. The Ace of Wands. So new growth, new ideas, new things to get excited about. It might even be this Ace of Cups is what you get excited about. The Ace of Wands does represent passion. You've got temptation here with lust and passion as well. Tell me why the Judgment card is here, please, for my Aquarian friends in October of 2019. What's happening here? I thought I saw one. And there it is, the Nine of Cups. It's exactly what you wish for. So I think you might have a new love, but you've got to leave the old one first, okay? So be respectful, be kind, do what you need to do. You know, the King of Swords is also seen as a legal figure, someone in the court system, someone in perhaps even an attorney. That's what the Justice is here, focused on making it legal and moving and not doing it anymore. Having enough. You've had enough. It's the Judgment. Thank you. The Judgment card here. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. There's deception going on, guys, my Aquarian friends. Is it you that's doing it, or your possible partner here with the Lovers? All right, there's true love on the table, so I would say to you that wherever your heart lies is most likely the best place for it. But watch out. There are some things happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of. The Empress. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say the Empress and the Ace of Cups represents a new child. So make sure you pay attention to that. Perhaps that new child has not been mentioned yet. All right. Perhaps there are some obstacles to that, perhaps financially or maybe in the planning stage. Queen of Wands. I think you are focused on, what are you focused on? You are focused on this, creating this life that you want. And in order to do that, you need to move on. Don't focus on the conflict. Focus on what it is that you want. Eyes on the prize, okay? The Queen of Wands in this deck, look at how hawk-eyed she is. The Queen of Wands, Hawkeye. Thank you. The Two of Wands. This is your moment to make the decision. It's not an easy decision. Do what you need to do privately and then release yourself from your obligations. And you know what? Happiness is coming in for you. Once you move on, happiness is here. But it is going to require a death. And I don't mean a literal death. It's going to be a death of an old way of life. All right? And you're going to hear the news that it's time to move on. And when you do, you're going to move in a very, very fast pace. It's going to be overnight. The Ace of Cups here for, please? The Ace of Cups. Thank you. The King of Pentacles. The Six of Cups and the Four of Swords. Well, all right, you guys. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The King of Pentacles is the provider of the deck. Everybody in his kingdom is so well fed. He is that stable and grounded and loyal, dependable energy that people flock to for support. I know I can go see him because he is going to give me sound advice. He might even help me out financially. He might be, just offering me a warm chair, a chair in front of his warm fire. All right, but he is going to take care of you. He is going to make sure that you have what you need. Now, the Six of Cups are the children. Could be someone from the past that came back as well, but we mentioned the Empress and the Ace of Cups. I see this as the children. Perhaps there are children involved, and of course we love them dearly with the Ace of Cups, but it is time to take care of them. It is time to make sure that they are provided for, make sure that they have exactly what they need so that they can thrive. And the Four of Swords, there may have been a rest period from that. You might have taken a break from them. You might be even stepping away from them now. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and recovery, a time out. Thank you. The Five of Swords. Yeah, you've taken a time out. You're tired of this fight. You're tired of this battle. You do have the bigger sword, so you're most likely the winner in this, but it's cost you dearly to do this. So free yourself from your obligations, my Aquarian friends. The future really does look bright for you. It looks bright and it looks happy. All right, my Aquarian friends, but you have to free yourself first. You have to operate from integrity. You've got to let these limiting beliefs over here go. The Ten of Cups is here for you. It's unexpected, and the conversations are not going to be easy, and they may come up unexpectedly. Anything further? Thank you. The Hierophant. It has to do with a commitment that you have. Now, either one that you're making or one that you currently have. The Hierophant represents Taurus, and it is a commitment, a vow, an oath. It's about integrity. I just said do the right thing. The children, you're going to do the right thing with the children, but, the question is, are you doing the right thing for you? And I truly think that you have to analyze that a little further. But you're going to need to, if you are planning to move on from this situation, and I do believe you are, You're going to need to make some plans privately to release your obligations. Speak to an attorney if that's necessary, and release yourself. My Aquarian friends, my goodness, I do hope this finds you well. If you'd like a private reading, they are available at KarmicOneTarot.com, so check that out, and hope to speak to you soon. All the best.